Top of the top, the good, the bad, the ugly. I know y'all probably saying to yourself, right? Nigga say you gonna do fuck 16 hours, nigga 8 hours bending past. I'm at work though, excuse me. You know, a few things went down, you know what I'm saying? Had to build the youth, had to build the co-workers. You know, unfortunately, the things that I get to do at work, I wish could happen with the family, but you know, when you gotta go for a paycheck, people listen. Family, they shrug it off. So let's get to the legend story, right? The reason the pause came along is I'm trying to figure how could I have this spill. You know what I'm saying? I only met this legend once. Good brother. Like myself. He's had a lot of, you know, bad references put on his hand, right? Oh, I didn't even say who it is. I'm talking about no other than Mr. Mozzie, a.k.a. Mr. Black and Deadly, a.k.a. Big Is. You dig? So I'm sitting over here, right? I'm like, damn, how do I have this video with a bro that I only met one time? I met him at C95 in 1996. So to show that this was just a fast thing, right? I'm walking the hallways, I'm coming from the dark side. When I swing the corner and I'm going down to the law library, visit, commissary, you know, part of the building, I see this big motherfucker coming up the hallway. Now, I'm already running the hallway, you know, for the little bit of time that I had. I knew that he was in the building. Prior to that, when I was an old boy, before I got out of old boy, it was two brothers, right? If I'm right. Jimbo, I believe, was with Bookie Stone, right? Which at that time, Bookie was GKB. Bookie and a brother that I thought at one point was his brother got into a scrap and went south. Bookie ate him. Alright, so since the rep that I heard on this big gorilla of a person named Big Is, I'm like, oh shit, the bro smoked this nigga? I'm like, yo, you could have chilled, that's a brother, but the bro violated, right? And just to find out later on, the nigga wasn't his brother. But prior to knowing it, I'm coming up the hallway. I forget who I'm with. Mind you, I ain't by myself. But at the same time, I know that my situation is warranted to have to be by myself because whoever was with me wasn't a gangster killer. So when I'm coming up on him, I'm like, yo, what up, Iz? So he looking, right? And I'm like, yo, what up, Iz? What's happening? I'm like, yo, I'm pimp, blood up. Now I'm coming to him. The reason why I'm doing that in like a 20 to 30 yard radius is to see when he hear my name, if he's gonna react in some type of form of recognition of like, oh, that's right, that nigga Hood hit my brother. Hear that nigga. In my mind, I'm thinking I gotta take Bookie's spot. I don't want no problem with this big ass nigga, but in my little ass motherfucking mind, half of me is saying friendship, but the other half is saying, nigga, I'm gonna twist you, nigga, for my guy if you think you're gonna get any type of get back on me. Not happening. Dumb, foolish, but the way I heard his rap, I wasn't sure how shit was gonna play out. Mind you, I know if it was my brother, every nigga in that hood that did something is gonna have a problem. So this is how I'm thinking. Boom. So I'm like, yo, Big Is, yo, what up? So he looking like, yo, what up, man? Yo, blood up, yo, it's Pimp, 4 E's out. He like, oh, shit, yo, what up, da, 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 da. I'm like, oh, yo, question. He's like, yo, what up? I said, oh, I'm wrong, excuse me. That's some shit another nigga would have did. He would have just lied that story through. Ain't even happen like that. I'm mixing this up with something else. What I did is when I'm picking up the hole and I see him, I'm like, yo, what up? Yo, Iz, what's happening? He like, hey, you know, what up? Who I'm talking to? I'm like, yo, you talking to Pimp? What's good? And I stared at him while I'm coming up to him, because back then we had the B where we threw our shit up in the air and locked, right? So I'm looking at his body language to see how he act. He like, oh shit, yo, what up for? I was like, yo, man, not for nothing, man. My boy smashed your brother up in there, and I'm just saying, you know, he in my hood, and I don't want no issues, but you know, that's my boy, and I gotta stand with him. Who he did it to? Told him the name back then. I forget his name. Like, that ain't my brother, and I heard about that shit. Fuck that nigga, man. I mean, y'all niggas run the shit out. This shit's supposed to be. I heard about you, fool. What's happening? He been blood before me, so it felt good to hear him say that. You know what I'm saying? And I heard many things of him. So this is the only time I got to meet him. So when people be trying to have he's not approachable. He's so much of a goon that you feel, you know, tremblings going around the aura of the body and the field of the building because he's standing on it, is the projection that I used to hear about him, right? He was a hell of a pit, hell of a silverback, hell of a gorilla, hell of a black grizzly. Mixed them shits. Stories is unlimited, you know what I'm saying? And people told me about him and let me know about him. Some people that I know about him and his enjoyments, the things that he liked to do for himself, right? Which is what we all know is that candy rep. I heard he been doing it before I met him. Before 9/4, he was known to have the GMB hood. Yet, you know, some people's joy is in other people's habits. You dig? And the more people we got, and from the histories of individuals possibly that had candy reps with them, they even gave me that rep at one time. I ain't never had none ever in my life, but since the nachos look like this, and I'm such a, I had that tag on me too, right? But that's all you hear nowadays. He made a mistake of using it in his profession. But like I said, this is a Legends Only vibe, and before that even got played upon in the 2000 jail, shoes opened up and the Mozzie Empire opens up and different telltales that I heard, I can only give you before that. And I'm only giving you before that. So if you was looking for anything past that, is like irrelevant because one, I wasn't there. I could have got messages all day, but I wasn't with him face to face. And I didn't do personal mail with him like that. Messages, yeah, we do that a lot. And it was always genuine with him. I could give that. No matter how much of a beast his name was spoke upon with the peoples that give credit and not just trying because he was in a box and shit. It was always, you know, good spills on him. And then the Mosley family came open, and y'all understand a lot of the stories y'all probably heard then. Free, hoods, and all these other things, right? Some people capitalize. Did he do it also to capitalize? We all got our past, right? Yeah, y'all got to look at the flip side. Before y'all knew him, before y'all knew me, before y'all knew a lot of sort of individuals in this East Coast blood world, people put on to a point you can't erase what they did for the unit. Some people did it because it was what they wanted to do, and everybody else capitalized. But some people put in work that was for the unit so they can have a better prosperity in this type of experiment that we had going on than the brothers prior. Because the things that Iz had to do to go against these enemies in the early 90s was, I heard, was straight movie action shit, you know what I'm saying? Especially in Elmira. Those stories I like, you know, I like them, you know what I'm saying? I can't give them fully out because I wasn't there, you know what I'm saying? So I do my best not to try and chat about things I wasn't there because it's going to be the way I might imagine it or the way it was given to me. And either or could possibly sound stupid when you're trying to record. But I could say his silverback stamp is valid. You know what I'm saying? And no matter how y'all want to depict the hardships and the ways that he had to adjust to his lives by being stuck on the inside again after being home so near and far at the same time. Being there and then losing your opportunity that fast after you just did all this hell of a time. And he did all the beastly shit that I'm talking about and went home just to come right back. 30 days, maybe 27. It hurts, man. So y'all gotta look at the flip side. Why y'all don't know the pain, y'all don't know the reasons, even though we heard a lot of things, and I know some of the things, like he didn't have to do nothing that he did. Pride and self-work is something that you just can't throw away and say, okay, I didn't build my whole house. Tomorrow I'm gonna fall back and let the butler and everybody else just shape the whole day around me and I just lay back and get courtesy. It's hard to do, you know what I'm saying? So I just would like to say in this segment, I don't mind having big ass in my section, right? Because Big Ass put on for the GMB. He's the first individual that got a status level close to OG Mac when the East Coast was permitted from the West Coast to open up a hood that made Trey go to Hazen Street and Gangster Miller Blood go to, Elmira. And I just want to give a salute to him and those that been around him. Remember that shit, Pookie? You know what I'm saying? I forgot what his brother, I think it was you and Jimbo up in one south. Jimbo was running around, jumping on top of the mosque that they had built in there around that time, and I think you ran out and you clapped him. Love is love, you know what I'm saying? And the thing that we had that was hardship, we had more belief in each other because once the strong units of individuals got around each other, we didn't have to question if things was going to happen correctly. And those are the days that I miss. I understand that we can't have things forever. And I know everything that's great drops down. Some things fail. Other things get wiped out. Some things just fade away. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what we're going to call the conclusion of the East Coast Bloods on this side of the world. What I do know is as a former individual that expanded in this type of history, it's a lot more greats than failures. And you're going to have those that just want to point fingers and talk about people so they can hide themselves. And sometimes you just got to give roses that's red instead of black to people. You know what I'm saying? The many others try and do all the obstacles to hurt us. It's bad enough that we do it for free. So I just say this, right? Y'all keep talking negative. I'ma salute positive individuals, and maybe somebody will follow. Maybe somebody will be able to give the new rendition of the newer names that's heroically or selflessly putting on out here in these different communities, whether it's New York, Jersey, PA, the Cat, Galax, East Coast, West Coast. It got to get better than what we got, you know what I'm saying? And we can't take over in one day. And it ain't going to get better in one day. So, I'm just going to let y'all know this, right? Until I forget all the different many people that I met in this journey, I'm a salute. I'm going to talk about these individuals that you won't call them nothing. I call them heroes. I call them legends because the things that we had to endure while battling enemies was like so memorable that I'll never be able to forget what I went through in my 1995 battle against those that we call the oppressors. You know what I'm saying? And with this, I end it, right? And I'd like to give love and shout out to those still trying to put on in any type of way, as long as it's positive. If you had to use negative to switch to positive, I commend that too. Yet, hardship, stagnation, belittlement, all y'all niggas can suck something. Like, generally suck something. You know what I'm saying? Because I hate you oppressing ass niggas. I hated them then, I hate them now. Whether even if it's my own color, even if it's the one that look like me. You know how they clone Tyrone? We got some of these individuals around here, and I don't respect none of y'all that loves self-hate, death, lies, treachery. You know what I'm saying? All those other levels of hell. I just like to tell y'all, salute. Keep hating me because I'm here. I'm for it and I'm against it. But in the meantime, I'm here. I'm in between life and death like Dr. Strings. You know what I'm saying? So I just would like to let you know my name is QU, new certified gang, non-affiliated lover of the prior world that I was from the gang lifestyle, bio, all in one. I don't know how that sounds, but y'all get the gist of what I'm trying to say. My stories come from a hard place of warmth. I was there 95%. And when I say there, I'm talking about the field. I couldn't be that bad and get sagged and get to the field. So I just picked the field, told them to keep the sag. You know what I'm saying? I deal with the enemies instead of deal with the oppressors. They was like, cool. If you can make it past them niggas, do your bid. I made it past them niggas. And I'm here to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully tomorrow I can introduce y'all to a co-host that me and him was supposed to have been bonding together, and he going through some things, you know what I'm saying? Bionics getting fixed and operated on. So, you know, everything is a relaxed moment for us. And I'm from Queens, he from Brooklyn, so it's a BQE thing, you know what I mean? And I just would like to tell y'all salute. You know what I'm saying? What's today? The 3rd. I still got, what's that? 26 more days till my birthday is up. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that want to, you know what I mean? Salute. The good, the bad, the ugly. Big is. Keep your head on, nigga. Let's get this together.